Kevin Davin, one of Gradle engineers working on many topics. I met Kevin in Ticino when he had a presentation on PostgreSQL and new features there. It was in January, if I recall correctly. So, and after that, so this is our second encounter, and you want to present another topic today, right?
Yeah, a topic about the gateway API, something related to Kubernetes. Yeah. And yeah, it's a new feature, part of the Kubernetes itself, just to improve the way to expose an application to the world, which is important when you deliver something in production.
Yeah. So in my case, I spent so much time doing various Kubernetes steps, etc. I know how complicated Kubernetes is. And developer productivity in Kubernetes, it has two parts. Firstly, learning experience, because in Kubernetes you learn all the time. Yeah. And second part is actually applying what you know. So about learning Kubernetes and Gateway API, could you please share with us how to start?
Yeah, the Gateway API is something new, and it's here to replace, in some ways, things we have from the past, the ingress or the way to expose an application. And that one was really complicated, so they introduced something new, a new API. It's not something to replace completely, the old one will stay, but the idea is to provide something for multiple type of people, infrastructure, operators, and developers. And it's here where the productivity rises, because it's something made for them to let them do things better.
Yeah, so if you talk specifically about the API of gateways, do we talk about CRD APIs or classic APIs?
Yeah, it's definitely, and the gateway API itself is just CRDs. You have dedicated objects for the thing you want.
Yeah, so it's APIs done Kubernetes way, which is not always what we are used to in the Java space, but it's a nice thing. When you do gateway, so basically, what would common developer benefit from that? For example, are there benefits for developer environments, for production, or where the main value lays for us?
Yeah. Technically, yes to all questions you asked. It's first for a developer, you are in charge of your application. You know how your application is working, so you're the best to define routes at every level for your application. So if you do an HTTP application, it's simple and you know what you have to do with it. And for example, if you are a gRPC developer and you use that to connect things backend, frontend, you can use the same protobuf file to generate everything for you, like you do for the client and the backend. So definitely something better. And for the second part of the question, it's something you can use differently in prod and in dev to adjust things and potentially test things in production with canary deployments, traffic splitting, and things like that. So you want to test things before delivering it in production and crashing the whole prod.
Yeah, that's really great. Does it already integrate with other tools like Istio or Crossplane?
Yeah. Crossplane, no, but Istio, yes. In fact, many things from the API could be seen as an evolution of what Istio did with their dedicated CRDs. And Istio chose to use the Gateway API as a way to configure Istio itself. So, and an initiative, but it's not yet finished on that part, is to use that even for internal communication. Right now, it's not the goal, and the 1.0 is just about ingress replacement. But yeah, definitely something we see and we smell the flavor of Istio behind it at the API level.
Okay, that's really cool. And thanks a lot for this introduction. Since you're in both Java spaces and Kubernetes spaces, how you do actually find operating in these two ecosystems? What are your learnings and what we could learn as, let's say, Java developers?
As a Java developers, I've seen changes in the ecosystem with every frameworks and Micronaut, Spring, Quarkus, everything has changed. And both Spring Boot, for example, and Kubernetes, they both have 10 years now. And it's, for me, we have seen so much changes to adjust to the platform, to be able to deploy correctly in Kubernetes without fighting the platform, but just embracing it. And for me, it's really a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's also my experience, because when we talk about modern Java, cloud native Java, like whether it's framework like Quarkus, whether it's Micronaut, or just developer tooling like YAML, Comic Rocks, we actually get more and more capabilities and integrations with common cloud-native technology stacks. So, for example, if you like YAML for developer tooling, now you can also use YAML as a gRPC extension with basically the same capability, the same API, and as a Java developer, it's quite handy. And more tools actually get quite integrated. And of course, for Quarkus, etc., there are existing tools like OpenAPI, Async API integrations, gRPC integrations. So I think that there will be more and more integrations in the future.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for your presentation. And anything else you would like to share? What is next in your cloud native journey?
Oh, I think I will stay around about the Gateway API and see every evolution because the 1.0 has been released last year and they plan to integrate a lot of new things. So I'm keen to see what the future will provide us.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, there are also many other domains that are super interesting, like observability, etc. So there is definitely quite a lot of things to discuss between those ecosystems and specifically in the cloud native ecosystem and application.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for talking to us, and thanks a lot for sharing insights. So if you are just starting with Kubernetes, etc., check out the tutorials. There are quite a lot of them. Probably Gateway API won't be something you start using right away because there are tools that are rather designed for newcomers that might be using Gateway API under the hood like Istio does. But still, it's a really good thing to try out. So thanks a lot, Kevin. And let's make sure that we meet again and discuss more topics.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.